What is up, crazy people of the internet? I'm by myself. Not really. Hey, babe. Babe. She's here. Anyway, so today I am bringing another review video, I guess, for the Vaporesso swag kit. I got the blue version. And then also I'm going to go over the flavor juice that we also bought with this and go over that as well. So let's jump right into it. So, I mean, it tells you what it contains, you know, all the information that I feel like everyone knows if you're a vapor, like the box always has. And then when you open it, oh, it looks so nice. So nice. Blue is my favorite color, so obviously I had to go with blue. And of course, you'll have to have your own batteries. I have two because I have a different kind of vape. So, and that goes in here. Boom. Which is pretty nice. It is a bit heavy, but at the same time, it's because of the battery mainly. I mean, they're not the lightest. I already put the juice in here. I already opened it up, so it's not all nice and slick, but here's the tank, 3.5 milliliter. Right now, the coil that's in here is 40 to 80 watts best. The other one is lowered down to 25, 35. You just screw that on tight right here. And the battery already came on due to the fact that I put the battery in, so it came on. But anyway, you double click, you Cinco click, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it turns off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it turns on. I feel like that's a lot of the vape products or the vape mods nowadays. Anyway, so love it. It's very small, let's take a hit real quick actually. I only have it on 25 right now just because that's what most people tell you to run your mod on when you first have a coil in there because you don't want to burn it. So right now I'm just running it at 25 for a little bit. And I've let it soak in there, so it should be good. But while I let it sit for a little bit longer before I take a puff off of it, a big puff, I'm going to talk about the juice flavor. Blue Nomenon. I don't know if that's what like the actual company is called, but it's a blue raz flavor and it is a 120 milliliter bottle. We have 3 milligrams of nicotine in it. Tastes good. Let me take a hit. Let me tell you what I feel about it. Also, there's a whole bunch of buttons on here. Like, okay, so you have the button on the side to do the wattage. So like up, down, and then this is the hit button, the drag button, but this I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna have to look into that, which reminds me, once you take the black piece out, there will always be some kind of sheet in here about all this other stuff. We got a charger, a little fancy one, that's for sure, and then just a whole bunch of random things. What is this? This is fancy. This is a warranty card. It came in such a fancy little black envelope thing. I dig it. All right. So let's go ahead and take this hit so I can tell you how I feel about the juice. So the line that we got it was called Hard Candy, so I'm assuming that's probably what it's called, but it tastes like blue raspberry. Blue raspberry is our go-to flavor, but it has this kick to it. Trying to like dig deep into my soul of what I've tried that's blue raspberry, so I can tell you what it tastes like. I want to be very specific. I feel like I figured it out. Okay, so the Baton Blue Raspberry flavor tastes more like a blue raspberry slushy or a snow cone. And that's how I explained it before. You take a hit, you hit the blue raspberry, but you also get the little hint of that blue raspberry watered down from the snow cone. This flavor, the Blue Nomenon hard candy flavor, is just straight blue raspberry. And honestly, I've never tried one, but there's like blue raspberry soda, there's blue raspberry drinks, and I feel like this is what this tastes like, is some kind of blue raspberry drink, like blue raspberry Kool-Aid. That's how I feel when I hit this, is it just blue raspberry Kool-Aid. Because it's a nice settling feeling. Now, we'll talk about the hit. The hit's great. I love the clouds. Should I try O's, guys? Those sucked. Love the clouds. I miss the clouds. Because, you know, the Baton doesn't give that. Whew, I'm buzzed. Babe, I'm buzzed. Yeah. Woo! Alright, was not expecting that. But I love the clouds and I love the hit, to be honest. Like, it definitely, when you compare two products like this together, obviously, you know, the pool and the mouth to lung hit and all that stuff is 100% going to be different because of changeage of wattage and just it just running at what it runs at. I feel like with this, though, it definitely just goes straight to your throat when you take a hit, and it's that blue raspberry flavor, and it tastes super good. Sometimes it's a little overpowering, but at the same time, I've been used to this. I haven't vaped off a mod for a while now, but this, I love it. I love it. Let me show you something. Since I actually have them right next to me, I'm not going to review them, but I have a nice Smok Stick X8 and then also a Chrome Vaporesso Revenger X kit. And these were the ones that we were hitting off for a very long time before we stopped. But if I'm comparing it to these two products, one, freaking love blue. Love blue. I love the rainbow on these, and that's why I went with them. Well, that's why we went with them. But, like, this was kind of my choice. I was like, blue it is. Because blue is my favorite color. And will all time, like, anything blue looks just so good. Like, blue and black. I mean, you can't ever go wrong with that. The biggest difference, though, in all of my vapes that I do have, that I would say, like, go for it, the size difference. Easy pocketed. Like, this is lighter than this, due to the fact of internal battery, not a battery that you put in. But like, this is obviously bigger. The mouthpiece is bigger, and I'm not a big fan of that on this one. I feel like you're sucking in a lot of just air rather than like vapor. And then compared to this one's decently as heavy with the batteries in it. But again, this is bulky. I have small pockets, so like this is something that would be way easier to carry at work than this. And as lame as it sounds, like, you know, I could always just so much lighter already. Pocket this, like I wear a plaid shirt, just put it in my pocket, go on my break. No one saw that. And then you just screw it back on. What is my hair doing? Anyway, so that's one thing. And again, with this one, like the mouthpiece is smaller on this. And I've noticed with the bigger open mouthpieces, yes, obviously you'll get more vapor. And if you're a dripper and you like the big, I just feel like it's air. Like, I just feel like you're going, just air, you know, and I just don't like it as much. So this, with this mouthpiece, it actually starts off big and then it goes thinner a little bit as you go to the tip. And I like that because it's not as crazy air going in your mouth. It's like all vapor. And of course you have like the airflow thing, you know. I always have mine all the way open. I love it. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that's pretty much what, I love how like it's just so easy to hold on to, you know. Like, I don't know, like this is easy to hold on to too. The button's right here, so it's just like, you know, but this one is just so perfect because I like holding it like this. That's how I like holding this, and I've had smaller pods or mods before, so like I like just being able to go. But like with this one, you know, you gotta, like it's my whole hand. Like it doesn't even fit my whole hand. It's down at the bottom, it's all the way up here, and I gotta hold it like this. I like having that, you know. And with this one, it's just round. It's kind of boring. It's good though, but compared to those two vapes, I would definitely choose this one. I've always kind of been into like the smaller handheld vapes than the bigger ones. I would rate this out of, I've had an iJoy e-stick, I've had a Kangertech from like Vapor Maven. So I've had two other vapes other than these Revenger and the Stick X8 by Smok. So I have had 4 other vapes than this one, but I would definitely say this is probably my favorite one so far. And I would probably rate it, about an 8 out of 10, because I know there's more out there. But as of right now, I would definitely rate this 8 out of 10. You get the flavor perfectly. I mean, it's so easy to carry around. It's so easy to take apart. And I guess that's one thing I didn't mention. It does have the little easy refill. You don't have to worry about anything but just popping that lid, squeezing it in there, popping the lid back, and boom, done. So 8 out of 10. On price wise, from Aqueous Vapor, it's about 60 bucks. I didn't look into the juice, but I know that this was about 60, so I'm assuming this was probably about 30 something because the total had ranged out to about 100. So well worth it. Price comparison, this is like, when I got this was like closer to 80 and this one's 60. So like it's a $20 price difference, and I would definitely choose this over this any day. So yeah, and I would definitely suggest this flavor. It's super good. Super blue raspberry if that's what you're into. Clearly we're into blue raspberry, so it's great. Anyway, let's take one last hit. I'm gonna try and do a ghost, and then we'll end this vape sesh, and not vape sesh, sorry. This vape review, and then we'll get on with our days. So cheers. Look at those little O's. Anyway, have fun, be safe, and we'll have a shit done.